Blackout Coffee. Bold flavor, zero compromise. Fuel your hustle at blackoutcoffee.com.
Hello, is this thing on?
Jesus Christ, what are you doing over there, old man?
No apologies, no safe spaces. This is Savaged Unfiltered. Just the cold, hard, conservative truth.
Savage.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. Donald Trump starting this brand new program for our next generation of future here for America. He's going to be calling it Trump accounts, old man. What do you think about this Trump account stuff? You think it's going to work, or?
With Trump doing it, I'm sure it's going to work. I have really not too much knowledge about the program other than he's starting some accounts. The kids are going to be able to start accounts on the stock market. This money's going to be going into the stock market, and I think it's a great idea. Sure, why not? Yeah. But I will say this: I'm afraid that if the Democrats, God forbid, ever get in power, they're going to stop that program. They're going to stop that program.
Oh yeah, they're gonna veto it all out. Every executive EO that Trump is putting through, they're gonna veto it all out. They're just gonna no, because it doesn't benefit them. So why the hell would they want it in there?
They're gonna take the last 4 years. If whenever they get in charge, they're gonna erase everything that happened between Biden and when they get back in control. We're going to go back to spending gazillions of dollars to foreign people and all this and that. I mean, it's going to be, we're going to become a communist nation and whatever. But that's not the topic. The topic is this program. I think it's an excellent idea. And, Trump loves kids. He loves kids, and he likes to set up a future for them. This whole thing is about building a future for the kids, and I think, sure, why not do it? I'm all for it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, according to Eric Doherty, which is a very, very large supporter of President Trump, he's actually a well-known journalist. Everybody knows who Eric Doherty is. He basically put this out where President Trump's accounts could obtain American children $303,000 by the age of 18 on a max contribution towards that. That's $303,000, old man. That's a lot of lot.
Per person.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Per person. Yeah, that's
what he's
incredible.
saying. Yeah.
I mean, they can they can pay for their education. They can start businesses. I mean, why not? That's a good idea.
Just think, like you said, start businesses, start a family, create long-term wealth, not only for themselves at that point, but for their children if they do decide to go that avenue, and maybe dabble in the stock market if it's still around, then. I mean, the wonders for that. I mean, back in the day, we would rely on 401ks. We still do this today, and maybe some slight stuff like that. But do you think that this would be better than a 401k account or possibly like a Social Security account?
It all depends on how it's set up. I don't understand the finances behind that. But you made me think of something. Now, didn't the top person, I think it's a lady that runs SpaceX for Elon Musk, didn't they come out and say they're going to contribute a lot of money to that program? SpaceX is. I read that. The president, CEO of SpaceX came out and made a public announcement saying they were going to contribute. I don't remember the amount, and I don't want to say something that's not true. All I know is they are going to put out a lot of money and contribute it to that program.
You're talking about the president, Gwynne Shotwell, if I have that correct. It's official. That actually came out earlier this week, actually.
Yeah, I remember reading
past Tuesday. Yeah, this past Tuesday that actually came out, where President Trump revealed that $1,000 was deposited into over 500,000 Trump accounts for children.
Yeah.
And you may think, well, $1,000, Michael, that's not a lot of money. Just like any other, cash program, like similar to a CD, right? You put maybe $200 in a CD, let it mature for the next 18 years. I guarantee you, folks, there's not going to be $100 or $200 or whatever you put in that CD. Obviously, it's going to mature, it's going to grow interest, and it's going to be a lot more in the next 18 years if you don't touch it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's going to be similarities with what he's talking about.
These people that say, well, $1,000 ain't that much. Would you turn down $1,000? No, because it's more than you got right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember when I worked at this big titanium manufacturer. I was a executive quality control guy, the manager, and they would hand out profit sharing checks and bonuses throughout the year.
Okay.
And so I'd go and I'd give my employees, because I had to give the checks to my people. And so there I'm giving them a check. I go, look, here's your bonus. And they'd open it up in front of me and they'd go, well, that's not as much as I got last year. Well, then give it back. Yeah. Give it back. It's a bonus. It's not something you're that's guaranteed you.
Yeah.
And if you don't want it, give it back. But it's always like, it's better than, okay, say I've got $0 now and someone hands me $1,000. Well, now I'm $1,000 richer than I was 30 seconds ago.
That's how it works.
Need to look at that stuff. Yeah, they need to look at it like that.
That's how it works. Now for everybody that may be doubting this program, let's see how Trump accounts actually work. Right? We'll go through it with the graphic, guys. If you are viewing us on video, your children's funds will automatically be invested in a diversified investment vehicle, compressed, right? Yeah, compressed. Excuse me, the words back. Comprised. Did I have it backwards? Good grief, guys. Get the words together. Of American companies designed to maximize long-term growth while minimizing risks. So that's a good thing. So it's securing it of possibly outside hands trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grab. And I like how this is going to be a secured program.
Yeah. Go ahead. Next one. Go to the next one.
Now, it also states that as they get older, which I did cover with the maturity, similar to a CD, right? Which I like right there. As they do get older, your child will learn about investing and watching their money compound in real time. They're going to learn the fundamentals of it. That's great. That's what we should be teaching children. Okay?
Yeah,
they'll gain more than just money. They'll gain financial literacy. That is perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Why are they not teaching this in schools? I mean, they should be.
Because they're too busy spreading agendas that have nothing to do with real life.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, lastly here, the funds can be assessed without penalty.
Access.
So maybe you should read it because my words are all over the place.
The funds can be accessed without penalty when the child turns 18 for qualified expenses like education, a first home purchase, or starting a business.
Yeah, perfect.
You couldn't ask for a better program for young people. Come on.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, it's secured, right?
Yeah.
And not only is it secured, but there's education coming out of this, educational value. They're teaching children how to manage money. If you think about it.
Yeah. And they're
that's
going,
great.
Well, I can see people saying, well, $1,000, Michael, that's not very much. Well, you take and give $1,000 to 5,000 kids. That's $5 million.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good thing. This is a good program.
But there's a difference, old man. People have to understand this. There's a difference. Okay. Are they looking at it as a short-term basis or a long-term basis? This is not going to benefit somebody short-term, obviously.
I look at it as this is a long-term investment.
Yeah. Long-term. Everything in programs similar to this should be long term. I mean, even not for nothing, folks, but if you dabble in the stock market, I don't know how you yourself, if you're listening to the show, dabbles in the stock market or invest. But when I invest in stock, the majority of the stock that I invest in, which is, just a few little companies, I invest on a long-term basis, not short-term.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
when you do short-term, you put, money in and then maybe a couple months later you want to cash out. That's great. I mean, if you need, some money to pay some bills or, when you want to go on vacation or something, that's great. But it might bite you in the ass when you go to file your taxes.
Well, or the penalties you got to pay for drawing it out early. I mean, there's all kinds of catches to that stuff.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, now you're talking about like when you want to go, withdraw some of your money from your 401k or something, or something like that.
If you're going to invest long term. You got to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, okay, so these kids, they can access that money when they're 18. Okay, so some 5-year-old kid gets $1,000 put into the stock market for him at 5. How much money is he going to have in the next 16 years? I mean, that money's going to sit there and do nothing but grow.
That adds up to about 50.
Well, let me answer that real quick. So, for an example, if the maximum contributions are being made here, okay, well, we kind of just went through what Eric Doherty put on his X account. Okay, if they're putting in, let's just say $1,000, okay, and then it grows and grows and grows and interest and interest and interest. Okay.
Yeah.
So by the time the age of 18, that's already gone up to like about $303,000. Okay. And then if you look at the age of 28, that's at, if I'm reading it correctly, $1,091,900.
I believe it.
It's hard to be, it's too good to be true. You're going to want to, come on, let's throw some common sense in that, right? I mean, it sounds too good to be true, but if the maximum contributions are met, I mean, you're going to have this next generation, you're going to see like multi-millionaires within like a 20-year gap.
Yeah, before oh yeah.
If you think about it, that's what just the maximum contributions. Now, let's go to the if the no contributions are made concept. Okay? Right? So by the age of 18, they'll probably be receiving around $5,800, right? Give or take.
Be right back after these short words.
10 years later, by the age of 28, they're only going to receive roughly about $18,000. I mean, $18,000 is a nice little start by the time they're 18 years old. I mean, it's a
good chunk of change.
Yeah, I mean, you could put down for a house or, whatever. But to be honest with you, I don't see this as anything bad.
No.
I mean, by all means, I'm for the president and support the president no matter what type of agenda or idea he has to try to help our next generation of youth. Because not for nothing, folks, you look at this generation right now, they're lost. I mean, you're seeing children well past 18 years old, lost, not understanding where they want to go.
I see this benefiting and going to the next generation. Not the ones like you're talking about, the ones that are screwed up now. These guys they're screwed up. I don't know if they're ever going to get their shit together, but the generation after them, I feel they're going to be a whole lot smarter because they're going to see how how things worked out, and they're going to go, no, we ain't going down that road. You know what I'm saying? I think the next generations are always a little bit more wiser than the ones before them. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I see where you're going. It's not going to benefit children born from like maybe 2000 on up to like about maybe 2023, 2024. It won't benefit them. Sadly, it won't. It's going to benefit their children's children.
Yeah.
So the children that are being born within like the last maybe 2 or 3 years from now, 18 years, when they reach 18, it'll help them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying too.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm looking at some of this here. I want to put this up here, and I'm looking at the accounts because everybody's going to be questioning, well, is it free? Do we have to pay for it? And this is coming from the White House, folks. This is a graphic that they put on their X account directly from the White House account. Trump accounts are free to set up and available for all. Okay. Now they're available for all, but look at that on how that's presented for all. Obviously, if you're like 40 years old right now, it's just not going to fucking work for you. I'm sorry. You're well past that. If you're maybe 25, it's not going to work for you. They're talking about children like within the last maybe 2-3 years. That's what this is designed for, to help the next generation come in. So that the next generational man does not really make the same mistakes that what the current generations are doing right now, struggling. You know what I mean?
You take a young couple, they had a baby last year. Their baby is now turning to be going to be a toddler.
Yeah.
They can start and set up their account right now and get it going. That's the way I look at it. And if you're young parents and you've got, a baby, you just had a baby or you've got some toddlers running around, you would be crazy not to set this up for those kids. That's the way I see who it's set up for like that.
Well, I mean, like others had commented on this, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk basically said the same thing. The Trump accounts are here, and there's no reason not to cash in. Cash in, folks, because who the hell knows if this program is going to be around in, less than 2 years from now. God forbid if we get a Democrat president that comes in 2028, this could be in and out within the next 2 years from now, if that.
On Saturday, July 4th, our administration deposited one-time seed contributions of $1,000 each into the Trump accounts of over 500,000 American children. It's a lot. And millions more will be getting additional contributions from generous donors like, as I mentioned, Michael and Susan Dell. They are truly incredible people. Go out and buy a Dell computer. He's not doing it for that. But I'll bet his business, Brad, has gotten even bigger. I have a son that loves their laptop. I have to tell you, no, I want a Dell. We're going to get him that money back one way or the other.
You know what I mean? So if you're going to cash in, at least cash in now to protect your investment where there's some leeway into it. You know what I mean, old man?
They're either gonna stop the program totally, or they're gonna fuck it up so they can fraud the whole thing out and they become rich.
More or less.
Yeah.
But if they go to cash in, like Elon said, there may be some leniency and some leeway there where they can get grandfathered into the system where it won't affect them so much as the people that are trying to more or less set this account up for their children after 2028. Because God forbid a Democrat goes in there. God forbid we got fucking cackling Kamala that wants to fucking run again, or fucking commie Newsom over there in California. God, who the hell knows? I mean, they might want to just, the hell with it, and just get rid of it. But,
I think it's a great idea. If I was in a position where I had young kids or grandkids, I would do it. Grandparents, set it up for your grandkids.
Yeah. Now, there is some eligibility here. Obviously, there's always fine print, guys. If your child was born from January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2028, and they have a valid Social Security number, they are eligible to receive $1,000 from the United States Treasury to jumpstart their future.
Perfect.
Wow. Perfect.
God, I love that. That
Perfect.
is just awesome.
$1,000. Let that mature over 18 years with growing interest and everything else. And I'm sure as this program gets scaled through the system, right? I'm sure that they will give opportunity or anything to the people that are signing up with this, like families and stuff like that. I'm sure they can throw more money and, bring the percentage up and it will actually be larger. I mean, this is only at the base of it, folks. So I'm sure there's going to be some more stuff thrown into this. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it.
I am too.
Why not?
And I think you'll see, I know people are going to be saying, well, where's the money going to be coming from? Where's the money? Well, right now, the people at SpaceX are going to be putting in a bunch of money for it. And who knows what Gates or Bezos or any of these other, people putting into it, they could be, the money can volunteers, people be putting all kinds of money into it.
Well, like I said, before we discuss this here, the president of SpaceX, Gwen Shotwell, she's donated billions already into this with the support of Elon Musk. So, I mean, it is getting a good, jump start, more or less, to it.
Ooh, you mean the trillionaire that's evil, that's trying to take everybody's money? Ooh. Yeah, those people are eating crow right now.
Yeah.
They're eating crow right now. Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, hey, why would, but here's the thing, real quick. Okay. Why would anyone bash a program that could be helping their children's future?
Because they hate Trump.
The TDS is fucking like.
Isn't that insane? What I just said is the most insane thing a person can do. It's a perfect program for, and the program isn't for conservative kids. It's for American kids.
Yeah.
American kids.
Just think of this, folks. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
just think of this, folks, real quick. $5,000 a year. Okay. Because I'm looking at this, I'm kind of scaling down some like different timelines and, content towards this. I'm reading this as you should be too. Okay. Think of this. Basic mathematics. Okay. $5,000 a year could grow to $231,000 by the age of 18. But just like any other program prior to this in the previous years, I don't know if you guys remember the Gerber programs with Gerber some years ago. I remember this one actually when my daughter was born in 2009. They had programs similar to this through the Gerber program, where if you throw money into it, it will help your children out with, furthering their education. And it was very much similar to the Trump accounts. But just like any other account similar to this, like Gerber, right, or any other program, you have to be committed to this program. Meaning that you have to stay up to date with how it works, because it's not benefiting you, folks. It's benefiting your children. So think of your children, right? But I mean, just think of that. $5,000 a year, old man. And it could be matured to $231,000 by the time they're 18. $231,000, folks. That could do wonders for your child by the time, they graduate high school. That's wonderful. Hell, I wish I had a fucking program. in the late 90s when I was graduating high school, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. But here's the thing. Okay? The 231,000 mark that I just said, the figure assumes a 10% annual return invested in a low-cost index fund that would be tracked by the S&P 500.
Savaged. All day. Savage your way.
I guess you could say gray lines, more or less, in the program.
You know, the thing is, though, it doesn't matter. You parents, grandparents, you're not investing any money into this.
Yeah.
You know, you're not putting. Now, I don't know if the program's going to be set up so you can put more money into the account. I don't know, but you don't have to. You're not the one dishing out the $1,000.
Well, there is extra contributions. Okay, like I said, as I keep on reading more about this, guys, here's the plus sign of this, old man, and folks that are listening. Even without extra contributions, okay, meaning you, the person that signs up, the parent or the guardian, if you do not want to contribute, just like your 401k or your stock purchase plan that you may purchase at your work, right? So, right, if you're working at a company and you don't want to contribute to your 401k or your stock purchase plan through your company, the company will match it. They'll always match it regardless. And this is how it's going to work over there, because they said without any extra contributions, the initial $1,000 government deposit will automatically grow to $5,470 by the time they're 18.
Sure.
So regardless, old man, they're getting that $5,000 regardless.
Well, and then plus, look, this program's teaching kids about finance and the stock market and all this and that. So, okay, so they're going to grow up. They're going to grow up. They're going to go out and they're going to get jobs. Yeah. They're going to get jobs and they're going to contribute to their own program.
Yeah.
You know, I see that happening. Why? Because they've learned about finances. They've learned how to invest. They've learned how to make things grow. So when they get old enough to get jobs, I'm going to go work at McDonald's for the next couple of summers. What are you going to do with your money? I'm taking it and investing it into this program. Yeah. You know, they're learning. They're learning about this stuff, so they can make it grow themselves.
And just like the president says, it's an opportunity to basically not only boost their college education, okay, but it's an opportunity to help them pursue in their first home. Right?
Yeah.
And it's a lifetime of financial security. This is where we need to be.
It's a great opportunity.
If folks that are arguing about, you know, let's put America first, how this president thinks about it's not America first. Folks, this is America first.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, and if you're interested here, guys, as we close up, right? Head over to trumpaccounts.gov/form, okay, to fill out form 4547 to claim your account, okay? Or you can scan this QR code, guys, and all of the information will be listed on trumpaccounts.gov. It is free. It's absolutely free to sign up. They're not charging you a dime, okay? It's absolutely free. But there are eligibility guidelines, meaning every eligible American child, that means that they have to be born on American soil between January 1st of 2025, last year, through December 31st of 2028, is entitled to receive their $1,000 automatically from your federal government into their Trump account. Okay, perfect. Let that mature over 18 years. Bingo. And then the account is fully in your child's name and you are the sole custodian until they reach 18. Once they're 18, that account is fully theirs. They can cash it out then, or they can let it mature for another 10 years. Okay. There's no contributions necessary, but you can deposit up to $5,000 a month. Think about that, folks. An extra $5,000 a month? No,
year,
per year. Excuse me. Oh, it is per year. Sorry about that. Per year. So think about that. Yeah, that would have been nice. $5,000 a month. Holy shit. Damn it. Just think of that. Per year. Yeah, old man. But just think about that.
Yeah,
$5,000 per year.
That's nothing to mock gawk at either.
Yeah.
You know, but you can deposit up to $5,000 more a year into that into that account for your kids. Yes, that's perfect.
You know, now that I think about it, my daughter is having her first child,
Exactly.
and she's due this December. So I think I might want to have a phone call with my daughter and say, you know, kiddo, get your daughter signed up because she's eligible, because she's going to be born this year. And think about your daughter and my granddaughter future, you know, because
Well, and then plus two, Michael, I think if I was you in that position, I mean, why can't grandparents set this up for their grandkids? You
what's
know,
that
if your
middle
daughter,
part say? It's basically in your the account is fully in your child's, and you are the sole custodian.
yeah. So you as a grandparent could be the custodian of the account.
That's a good
That's
point.
a good question. That's something that'd be worth it. But people,
I'm gonna have to look up this here and see if the guidelines.
People, check this out. Don't you need to check this. You need to scan that code right there, and you need to check this out for your kids and grandparents. Check it out and see if you can do it for your grandchildren.
Yeah, scan the QR code, guys. Okay, I have it right on the screen here. Okay, and we will leave in the show notes, guys, for our audio listeners on other platforms. The link will be right in our show notes. So I encourage all my listeners, okay, all my American listeners. Sadly, this will not benefit any of my European listeners, but my American listeners, only American listeners. That also includes Canada too, because and if you have dual citizenship, it won't apply to you. You have to be literally a legitimate American citizen. Okay. Because it says eligible American child. So, you know,
there you go.
But,
I think it's an excellent idea, man. I would take advantage of it. I would take advantage of it if I was, young.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, before guys, I do want to encourage you guys to jump over to our episodes next week, as we will be featuring the Duchess. We're gonna be featuring the Duchess of New Jersey, guys. She'll be on our show this upcoming week, as well as my good comedian out in Las Vegas, my good comedian of a friend, April Brooker.
Those are going to be awesome shows, people. These are funny and awesome women. You're going to love these shows.
Duchess of New Jersey. There we go. I say 5,000 times, I'll get it right. It's not the water, guys. You know, the old man knows. When I get my caffeinated drink with me, I usually do very, very well, like I was this past Tuesday. Oh, yes, I was. Shut the hell up.
No, he don't.
I just put him through a hell of a...
No, he don't. That's why I'm here.
I put him through hell of turmoil, this guy. I really do. Anyway, but no. She's got a book out called 250 Years of American Ventriloquism. So she's going to be on our show next week to basically go over her book. And, of course, she has other books on there. It's all available on Amazon. So I highly, guys.
And you can listen to the Duchess of New Jersey on the podcast Boomer Bunker podcast.
I got you doing it now.
I know. You can catch her on that and find it on all the places you find podcasts. You can find it. She's the co-host on that show.
Yeah. Good stuff. You got anything else you want to talk about, old man, or before we get you out of there? Or
No, got a new show, Jim Rock show dropping on Friday the 10th. And I put in that show in the middle around the 31-minute mark. I put in a dedication to Michael's Uncle John.
Yeah.
For his song that he likes. Make sure you tune in and listen to that show and listen to the dedication. And if you want to dedicate a song to somebody, or you want to listen to a song, send me your name of the show and the name of the song and the artist. Send it to the Jim Rock Show at gmail.com, and I will work it into the playlist for you.
Awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff. And then head over to savageshop.com, guys. We got some new merchandise on there with Where Do You Stand, right? It's not about Republicans and Democrats anymore, guys. It's about literally patriots versus communists.
That's it, baby.
Yeah.
That's
so you want to check that out. Yeah.
It's an excellent shirt. Yeah.
And then we have was it 4 heads or 5 heads of
4.
Is there 4 heads?
Yeah.
I thought it was 4 heads. I'm trying to remember. I'm doing this all with memory, guys. 4 heads of communist Marxism and just damn near evilness, guys.
Yeah.
So another great shirt. But other than that, guys, I'm Michael Gardner. This is the old man. I have to get out of here because I'm spewing a mile a minute and I need to see you next time. Take it easy, guys.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.